Chucker, eh?
Alright, it's been a bit since we did some home Kire class martial arts, but this time we're going to try some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from the short amount I learned in Iron Leaf and some of the online seminars I've been watching for free, and hopefully we can have fun and learn some new things here. So before we start, we all know first gotta bow to each other, control, overpower, goes balance. Alright, so mostly we've been learning in karate and Iron Leaf how to throw punches, kicks, do some wrist locks and some standing control, right? But what happens if we're in a fight and we're not just here throwing punches back and forth? What if someone comes up and tackles you, or you end up on the ground because you're not expecting it? Maybe you're talking with one of your friends and some guy from behind you like punch you in the side of the head and you fall to the ground and they get mount. The first thing you want to do when you are on the ground, if someone eventually gets the worst position you could ever be in, which is mount, I'm going to get on the ground, I'm going to get Nixon to mount me, which is when you're sitting on someone's stomach after they've knocked you to the ground and you're here. What's the person going to want to do when they're in Nixon's position?
Punch.
Yeah, you're going to at least cover a couple of the first punches, right? You're in, they're trying to get you blocking away. Then you want to arch with your hips. You're going to arch with your hips up, right? And they're going to throw their arms down here, right? Because they don't want to hit their face on the ground. Once they're here, you're going to want to quickly act and get your one hand in close to them. There you go. And then in. And then you want to take your arm over here and hold. And if you were trapped on here, it'd be even better because they're going to move with you, right? So then you're going to take your arm and then flip it to the side, and then you're going to be able to be in their guard here. This is kind of where you want me to be in if we're on the guard, because then you can lock your arms around my back, or your legs. Lock your legs around my back. Alright, right? Because now I can't really go anywhere. If I want to punch you, you pull me forward with your legs, right? And I'm here, right? I can't punch you if I'm here. So if I lift, you just push me forward or grab an arm and control it. That's one good thing. If you're where I was originally, then you want to go from here. You don't want to be in this person's guard, because if you're a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu person, the person on the ground from here has a lot of things they can be doing. But if you were on the ground originally and you flip the person over, this is kind of where you're going to be landing. And you don't want to be in their guard, because they can grab your arm, they can put you in an arm bar, triangle, a whole bunch of things, and submit you. Alright, so lock your legs. That's called your hooks. Your legs are your hooks. You got your hooks in right now, and you're pushing me in and I can't get out, right? So I don't want to have a bad position like this. So I want to scoot up as close to you as I can, hit my knee here, and then I want to brace on your stomach, make sure your stomach's tight. That's not really tight. You're sucking in air. There you go. That's where you want, in your diaphragm. So, I mean, you don't have to be nice to your enemy. You're the enemy right now. I'm trying to get out of your guard. And I'm pushing in here to get away. I'm going to be trying to push up here, right? So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to grab part of your gi here, and I'm going to want to get my leg behind me to make a base. So I'm going to step out, and then I'm going to push up, and then I get away, right? So then after that, then you're going to want to put your feet up and try to stop me from getting you, right? You're going to try and get them up here, right? No, don't bend them fully. Have them just locked, right? So from here, I can't hit you, right? Right? And I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. And if you all of a sudden let go, I'm going to land back in your guard and you can do stuff. But for me, I'm the victim originally, right? You're the bad guy. So what I'm going to do is, A, get up and run away or try to help. But if there's nowhere else to go and I have to submit you, then you're going to be here, and I'm going to have to grab something like this and get on top of you and start doing some control and stuff, right? That's lesson number one. That's a whole bunch to take in all at once. Who wants to be the bully and who wants to be the victim?
Me.
Okay, do you want to be the bully or do you want to be the victim?
Victim.
Alright, so you're going to get on the ground, right here. Lay down. Yep, no, you're good. Just come around a little bit further this way, because you're going to do what I did to Nixon. Alright, Nixon, you're the bully, and you're on top of Xavier, right? And Xavier, you don't want to be there because the bully is going to want to do these things to you, right? Boom, right? So you're going to cover your face to block the first punch.
Like this?
Yeah. So you're blocking the punches, not getting hit, but you don't want to stand there forever because eventually the bully's going to find a way to get to your ears, or they're going to like start punching your stomach and your face, so you can't block both. So you need to get out of there quick. What you need to do is get the bully from on top of you to not being able to punch you. What you're going to do is lift your knees, and bump the bully forward. They bump you forward, right? So you should be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a good thing because they can't punch you if they have to hold their own weight up, right? So what you want to do is going from being the victim to being on top. So what you want to do is shoot your arm up like you're reaching to grab something over here, your right arm, or yes, your left. So you're trying to grab something way up here, right, at 2 o'clock. And then you want to wrap your arm around and suck it in tight. You want a tight thing here, right? And then same thing with your right arm now, all the way up here. And then you want to lift your butt way up in the air and put this on the ground here. All right, and go. High, lift your arm up, way up in the air, push your butt. All right. The only thing we didn't do here that I realize now after watching you guys was I should have got Xavier to hook your leg with their foot. So let's try that again. Get back to position. I'm learning as you're learning. What's the first thing the bully's going to be doing, Nixon?
Punching.
Punching. Okay, and you don't want that to happen. So you're covering your head, but you don't want them to do that forever. You want maybe 1 or 2 shots to land while you think about what you're doing, and then what do you want to do after that? You want them to not have their hands available to punch you, right? So you're going to want to arch your back and lift your bum up and shoot them forward. Nixon, don't hit the wall. Go. All right, good. So they've put their hands down. So now this one wants to trap the arm at the elbow, right? So you bring your arm up, elbow in, and then you want to control the shoulder. And then this arm wants to be up and shooting up and over. You want to put your arm over here, right? But you're also going to need to make sure he doesn't base, right? You don't want Nixon to base their knee, so put your knee closer to them, Nixon. All right, so what you're going to want to do is take your foot, lock theirs in so they can't move out to base themselves. And then you're going to move your hips up, and then you're going to touch over here and try to get on top of them. And roll, go. Almost, you want to be on top of them though. We'll try from mount. Xavier, get in there, guards. This is where you were supposed to land on them, right? When you roll them over, because you're trying to go from bottom to be on top and being able to now either submit them if there's nowhere to run or get out of there. If Nixon knows what they're doing at all, they're not going to want you to get out of there, so you're going to have your legs behind them locked, right, behind their butt. So now they can't get out of there. Try to push up out, right? Can't really do it that well, right? So the thing that you're doing isn't good either, because if Nixon knows any jiu-jitsu and your hands are right here, they're going to be able to put you in an arm bar. They're going to be able to set up a triangle if they want. I'll tell you what those things are later once we get this down properly. But you don't want your hands to be beside them. If you're going to land on them, you want it on their stomach. There you go. And then grab their belt with the left hand. And then you want to grab around their pants here if you can. Keep their hips to the floor, because if they lift up with you, you're not going to be able to get out. So you need to keep their hips and their stomach on the ground. The next thing, you want this knee right in the middle. From here, you got your knee in basically between their butt, right? Right, that sounds funny, but that's where you need it to be. So you need to press up. See this leg here? You're here, you got the balls, you got the side of the hips. You want to get your back leg here. There you go. And then you want to shoot up to here. You got out of their grip mostly. Nixon, you can be the victim, and Xavier's going to be the bully now. Down. And what are you going to do as a bully? You're going to punch them, right? And what are you going to do? You got to block. But you can't be sitting there blocking the punches for all day, so then what? You can't stay in that position, so where do you want their hands? You want their hands on the ground, not punching you, right?
Yeah.
Arch your back. Okay, see, that kind of works. So now they're here, but they're just going to posture back up and punch you again. What do you want to do? You want to trap one of their arms, right?
Yes.
So out, elbow in, and grab their tricep. Elbow in, grab the tricep. That arm here is going to be up and out, but their leg is going to posture out if you try to roll. So you want to grab this leg, catch this one, make sure it can't get out, so they can't get their leg out, right? And then you're going to put this one up in the air and roll over on top of them. So you're going to get them in your guard, which means, Xavier, you're going to want your legs around their back and locked if you can. There you go. Now what Nixon needs to do is grab the belt. There you go. And you have that holding their stomach down. And then you're going to want their hips to not move. So you're going to want to grab the side of the pants and hold the hips down. And then you want to shift your left knee into the middle of their butt. There you go. And then you're going to want to make your right foot here. And then you're going to stand up. There you go, because they're going to try and keep you in their guard, right? And then you're going to want to push back, out, and then you're going to be free. Good? That's how to escape being mounted. This is how to escape a full mount. And then once you're flipped over and then you got the dominant position sort of in their guard, that's how to escape their guard and get free. So you got a vague idea of what to do if someone's on top of you and punching you, right?
Yeah.
And we've got a vague idea what to do if you're on top and you're just trying to get away from them. But what happens if you're in an elevator? What happens if you're on a bus or the GO train? There's no exits and you have to wait until the next stop for someone to come on and help you, or you to have an exit to get out, right? So you're gonna have to learn how to control them until then. And you can't just run away because they're going to follow you to the next car, the other side of the elevator. Like, just pretend this is an elevator and you can't get out. Nixon, you're going to be the bully for this one. Xavier, you just watch. All right, Nixon, get in my guard. Yep, that's guard. All right, so yeah, the guy's running in punches. All right, front block. And then I'm going to want to separate one arm to you. And then you're going to punch me with the other one. There. I'm going to pin this one over here, throw the legs up here, this arm is here, which means I get to slide this over here, and then tap when it hurts. Okay, alright, I don't think it's going to work with me because I'm so much bigger than you. Hold on, you get on the ground and you're going to do the move on me, because it's normally the bigger person that's going to try and do this to you. Okay, slide down a bit, I'm here. I'm going to want a wide base. Yeah, I guess you could put me in your guard if you want. I'm going to be here trying to get past or out of your guard. You're going to try and get me to stop getting out of your guard, because you do want me here. If I'm here, I'm not punching you, right? It'd be really hard to do it. My frames would be here, because you don't want your arms down here ever. You want here so you can start controlling. This is good for you too, because you could still start doing stuff to me. So I'm in here. You got me tight in the guard, can't go anywhere, but you could probably put me in a triangle. So we're going to learn the triangle. So one, you're going to want to place one of my hands, not here, you want to separate it from my body. So decide which one you want and push it to my body. Alright, so that one's placed. So I'm going to try and get you here, right? Trying to punch you or whatever. This one, you're going to want probably over here. So those are in, and then you're going to lock my shoulder to you with your left leg. Okay, so bring your left leg up, lock my shoulder in, so I can't move my arm out of here, right? So then once that's there, so in, and then you want your arm underneath, your left arm underneath this one. So there you go. And this is trapped, right? So I'm trapped, I can't go anywhere. You're locking me down with your leg. And then shift your butt that way a bit. Shift your butt towards Xavier. Alright, then lift your leg up. Yep, good. So once I'm there, I'm just going to pretend this is locked, but I'm going to help you here. So I'm here and your butt's shifted over this way. So your leg's over my neck, my arm is here. So then you're going to want to put your right leg over top of your ankle of the other one.
Like this?
I don't know, I can't see. Is your right leg on your left ankle?
Yeah.
Alright, and then you're going to grab the back of my head with both of your arms. Push, pull down to the back of my head. And you're going to squeeze this one. No, squeeze your legs. Push. Then your right leg is going to pull your other leg down. Okay. The problem is it's not right across my neck. It's across my back a bit. So you want this leg tilted this way a little bit more. And you're going to pull down with the other leg. And create triangle. And then squeeze. And pull down the back of my head. With your arms as well. So squeeze your legs as well. Good. Takes a bit. But
It's like a workout.
well, yeah. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a workout. Alright, Xavier, your turn. Xavier, you want to put them in your guard. So that means your legs are going to be up. And you're going to be holding them onto them. So they can't do anything. So from there, I'll be in your spot. Yep, that's what Nixon's going to want to do. But you're not going to stick your Nixon, you see my knees? You're not going to be like that behind them. You're going to want a base. So they can't move you left or right. You want to get your weight on there so you're not going to be on top of them. You're going to be able to in and out where you want to go. Xavier, you're going to want to take one of their arms and push it towards their body. So,
This one?
pick one, yep. So get both your hands, take their hand and push it into their body. Okay, good. So really stuff it under there so they can't move it. Yeah, good, 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 good. Then you're going to want to have one of their arms. For this to really work, you're going to want this. You're going to bring this leg up after shoving their hand down. You're going to push their arm in, and your leg up. Their arm in. Good. Right, so their arm's in. And then you want this arm to be pulled out. So their arm's out. But then you want it across their body. So you want this here. Okay. So then you're going to have these out. You're going to have them locked in there so they can't move it. Then you're going to take this leg. And you're going to put it right here. And you want this up. And you're going to squeeze with the back of your head here. And you're also going to want to squeeze this leg down across their neck. There you go. All right. Okay, let go. So that's one attack you can do. It's a lot to set up. Meredith, you're not part of this unless you want a rear naked choke. All right, goodbye. You tapped out. So that's the triangle. It'll take a bit for you guys to learn. So the next one is the arm bar. The escape guard, but there's nowhere to go. The elevator's closed, and you still need to get them into a submission of some sort. So after you've escaped, pushed out of their legs, you want to grab here, shove them to the side, and you quickly want to get here and get your knee behind them. Try to roll back. You can't, right? My knee's in the way, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to roll back, try to get out of the way, and then slide my arm around here, and then from here I can just quickly stand up and then sit down, right? And then since we're this close, you can have your hand on their wrist to control with your legs, and then since you're in, you want to squeeze your partner with your legs close to them. Remember to tap when it starts to hurt. And then you take the arm back. Did it really start to hurt there?
Yes.
So right. Okay, so yeah, that's the arm bar.
Good night.
You're just escaping the guard. Legs are up here. I just escaped your guard. And you're here, right? And then you want to grab one of the legs quickly and throw it over to your left. And then get your left knee behind their back. Slide over and get your left knee behind their back.
So like this?
On the ground. So you should be behind their back. And You got them, you're holding them there. Your left knee is behind their back, posted, and they can't get out.
Yeah.
You're down. You want their arm, but they want to roll out of the way. So you want to keep your knee behind their back, like where the belt is maybe. And now you want their arm. So grab both hands on their wrist, because you're not going to be able to arm bar from that way. So then you're going to want to slide your leg here around and in front of them, but don't kick them in the head. There you go. So then from here, you got their arm, stand up here, and lift your leg over. Good. Now slowly sit down behind them. All right, good. All right, so then your leg are here. You want to slide in closer to you, the better. And lay down, and then you want to use the side of one of these, and then the thumb wants to be up, but if it's not, you want to slide the bend to where the pinky is. So if it's straight up and down, the pinky goes down, and you're bending this elbow. Xavier, you tap whenever you feel pain. So there.
Tap whenever you feel pain, right?
You got to tap. Are you tapping? Use your hand. All right. You gotta pay attention to instructions, or else you're gonna get hurt. This is what the instructions are for. And then you get to do it to Nixon. Watch your head.
Oh, shucks.
Well, that's why we say, as soon as it starts to hurt at all, you tap, and then we know the technique is working. You're gonna grab their leg here. Both hands. No, not both hands. Just grab both hands on their knee. Grab their pants. Pants of the knee. All right, Nixon, put your knee up a bit, because you wouldn't have been like that. And then you want to go here, and you want to roll them over and stand on this side. And stand on this side quickly. Quickly, they're going to roll back over. You don't want them to roll back over, because in Jiu-Jitsu, they never want to give you their back. Because if you're in their back, you can do a rear naked choke, which is what we're going to learn next, but we want to get the arm bar first. So yeah, you're here, you want your knee right behind their belt. Right? Yep, that knee right behind their belt. Make sure it's right in there. All right, so Nixon, you try to roll back. Can't roll back, right? So while they're doing that, Xavier, you want to grab their wrist with both of your hands.
This?
Yep, that's the one they're trying to push up with. You want to grab their wrist. That's not their wrist, that's their elbow. With both of your hands. Okay, you got it. All right, now pull up a bit. Pull back. You got it. You just want to have it here so you can step around them and in front of them. Okay, now step. Now there. What are you doing? Slide this foot all the way around. All the way around to there. Very good. Stand up and put your other foot here. Quick. There you go. All right, now put your hands back on the wrist. And then I'm going to slowly let you down, but in a fight you wouldn't worry about going slow. All right, now sit down behind them. Behind them. Pull their arm back. Pull their arm back. You need the wrist control. Wrist control, Xavier, or else they're going to pull away from you. You're not going to pull this off. All right, now slide back on your back. And then you're going to want your legs close to them in. And then now push your butt up towards the sky and lift. Totally got a tap. All right, good. All right, off you go. So we learned how to get out of mount if we're being mounted on and punched. We learned how to, once we flip the person over, get out of their guard. And if we can't run or escape, we've learned how to put them in a triangle or an arm bar if we can get around their guard and behind their back. Nixon accidentally gave you their back while we were doing that. So, how do you utilize their back if you're on top of them or you flipped over? If you've tried to flip over out of it, they've got past your guard and they flipped you over, but you don't want to be on your side and trying to get back up. But since they're behind you, they're going to want to grab you like this. And they're going to want to get you in their guard from here. I'm going to do it slowly so we're not going to get hurt. All right, so they're going to get you in like this. And this hold is called a seatbelt hold. Get your legs out. You're not going to get hurt. So then they're going to get you in a seatbelt hold, and then they're going to get their hooks in so you can't get out of it. They're going to do one of these. It's not too heavy, right? I'm getting most of my weight is on me. Once you're in a seatbelt hold, you've got their back, you flip them over, you got them around like this. They're trying to escape, whatever. They can't really do too much. So then you want to shove their gi over to make them think you're going for a collar choke or something. But then you want to slide your hand up and over and under their chin. See where my elbow is? It should be right where their chin is, right? And then I'm going to slide this one out quickly, put it on my bicep, and then I want to put my hand behind their head, and then from here I set my head on their heads to protect my head from any of their punches or trying to pull my hair. Makes them try to grab my hair and pull my hair, right? My arms are out of the way, they can't do it, and then from here you're going to tap as soon as you can, right? Because this is probably going to hurt. So then you start squeezing. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I really felt that.
So yeah, that's a really bad situation. You don't want to be in a rear naked choke, and that's why you never want to give anyone your back in BJJ. This is the spot you don't really want to be in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because you're giving the person your back. But you just got out of your guard, and you're trying to push yourself up in time to go like this and get ready. But you're too slow, they're faster than you, and they get over top of you, and then they get their arm under, and then they get their other arm under there. And then you want to roll into, alright, so I'm just going to let you guys fall, but I'm going to hold you. Alright, and over. So you're in what's called a seatbelt. And then you want to keep control of them. Then you want to, you got them in your coat guard. You got one hand over, you got one hand under, just literally just your wrist. And then hold them close to you. You want to slowly get your arm underneath their neck. And once that's underneath their neck, slide your hand out, foot behind their head. You're grabbing your bicep, right? Their head's here. You want to put your hand behind their head. I have to lean forward a bit. Xavier, remember to tap when you're choking. So you're pushing here, your head's down, so you can't get your hair scratched or anything. Xavier, try to pull their hair. The other hand too. Try to pull their hair. You can't pull their hair, right? When you've got them in it, you want to squeeze, push your chest out, and then push down. And tap when it hurts. Tap when it hurts. All right, good, 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 good. That is the rear naked choke. Xavier, put your legs around their stomach. Get your hooks in. Yep. Alright, so there. You want one arm over to their chest, and then you want one arm underneath their arm and holding your own hand. So they can't go anywhere. You're holding them, they can't move too much. You want to get your arm under their chin, put your elbow under their chin, and then you want to take this one out, and you want to put it behind their head, and here, good. And you want to tuck your head in so they can't scratch your face or pull your hair. And then, are you being choked yet? Tap if it's choking, because you don't have to go that far. And then squeeze. All right, all right, all right, all right, let go. Very good.
Just one more millisecond. Let me choke you on for like one more millisecond.
Well, this is why we have to be a good partner, and we gotta respect when someone taps, even if we don't got the full submission, even if we're like only like here. Come here, Xavier. Come here. Say I got them in a seatbelt hold, and I got into this position, and I take my hand out, and I put it here. If they start tapping here, I have to let go. I can't just continue to do it and push their head down and squeeze and all that jazz. If they're tapping, it's done, because we want to respect our partner. We're almost done for today. I want to try one more exercise. One of the things I learned from watching one of the Gracies anyways, you want to manage the distance in a fight. Because if we're here, we're going to be able to throw punches and trade blows and stuff like that. But if we're two hands 2 hands away, we can't fight each other or hurt each other. We're not close enough to hurt each other. We're safely out of fighting distance. We're out of danger, right? We want to be all the way out in a fight or all the way in. So if we want to be all the way in, we can't just be standing here punching, right? We're going to get really hurt. So if Nixon throws a big right hook, I want to be here, right? So block this one in, and then I want to grab him right here. So even if he's trying to punch me, it's not going to hurt that much, right? Sure, you might get a couple in here, but he's still not going to be able to do too much damage. So if you're trying to get it away, keep your stance really wide, right? You can't really do too much, and it's kind of awkward, right? And then if I need to take him down, up and down. And then we're into the mounting stage. All the way out is 2 people with their hands apart. Hands out. See? That's as far as you need to be away from someone to not get hurt by any punches, any kicks. They're not going to land if you're that far apart. Alright, now take 2 steps forward. A little more. Alright, see now what range are you in? You're able to be punching and kicking each other at this range, right? Are you close enough to be able to punch and kick each other at this range? Right, so this is the range you don't want to be in the entire fight. You want to be all the way out or all the way in. Big punches, you want to end it right away. He just wants to punch you right in the face. But you're not going to let them do that. You're going to shoot in and grab them by the stomach. And yep, exactly, have your face really close. Sturdy stance, your legs apart. Good, 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 good. And that's really hard to punch someone when they're in there. It might hurt a little bit, but it's going to hurt less than a full, big, long punch. So once you're here, you got a big, long stance. Nixon, your stance isn't going to be big. You're going to have a normal stance because you're the bad guy. You're not going to know how to do this. Good. All right, then go down, go under the butt, lift up, and tip forward. Pull in, push forward, bow, bow, bow. Good. Your opponent is now on the ground. Nixon, your try. You're the one that's going to be taking me down. So, what is this length? You're all the way out of a fight at this length. There's no risk of being punched or kicked from this far away, right?
Yeah.
Right. Can't punch you. Can't kick you. Okay, take a step in. What's this length? Danger zone. You're gonna get punched, and you're gonna be able to get kicked from this close. You don't want to ever be in the danger zone. You want to be all the way out, or you want to be all the way in. So if you see me gonna punch you and I step forward, what are you gonna do? Right. I can punch you, but it's not gonna be that bad. And before they get too many hits in, your legs, you want to get your strength there, right? I can't move you if you're, I can move around, but you can move around me, right?
Yeah.
Move your legs, follow me around, have your strength, your body is way too far out. Okay. Right, you should be able to follow me around without falling around. Back up a bit, right? So, after we danced a bit, you don't want to do this forever, right? You want to put me on the ground. So what do you want to do? You want to get low, and lift me a bit and bend over. Yes. I had to modify it because Xavier's in here with the cat. But yes, and then you dump your opponent on the ground. Okay, very good. We're done. Line up. Hands by your side, feet together. Control, overpower. Balance. Ashin. One on. 谢谢.
谢谢.
Alright, good job guys.
We should run. We should hide. We should kick their butts.